Good morning, Room 25. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend and enjoyed your May the 4th be with you yesterday. I have a quote up here that I want you to kind of think about as you're working this week. It says, "We are not successful because we are smart. We are successful when we work hard." So I'm looking through a lot of your work I did yesterday on Google Classroom and this morning, and I'm really noticing those of you that are putting effort and working hard on your classwork, and I really appreciate it. And I want you to keep doing it. We've got about 4 weeks left, 16 days in the fourth grade year, and I want you to finish strong. So, working hard is the main thing for that. So, we're going to go into Google Classroom today. I'm going to actually put this video on the classwork daily plan so that you can refer back to it. So I'm going to open up daily work for Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Open it up. And we have our spiritware list here today for PTC. We've got, let's see, just a second. We've got Virtual Spirit Week. Monday, of course, was Star Wars. Tuesday, today is Bug Art with Mrs. McCabe. Wednesday is the book fair. There's a virtual book fair. Thursday is Teacher Style. I'm not sure what that is. We'll find out. And Friday is Virtual High Five. So you can look at those on Facebook if your parents are on Facebook to see what the PTC is doing. Circle time today is in honor of May the 4th be with you yesterday. You're going to share with us your favorite Star Wars character, why that person or creature is your favorite. And if you're not into Star Wars, share us something about your favorite Disney character and ask a classmate what their favorite Disney movie is. Today, after Circle, we have a document called Describe a Friend. What I want you to do with this is put an adjective that you would use to describe each person in our class. So, a different word for each person in our class. I'm going to be using this for something for you at the end of the year. So, I'd like your input for that. We're going to make a list of appropriate adjectives and describing words for people in our class meeting today. So if you want to wait to do that so after the class meeting so you get some ideas, you can. Small group meetings are going to be tomorrow starting at 9:30. It'll be the same meeting link, and I've already put it in the calendar for tomorrow. So be ready for that. We're going to be discussing the novel that we're reading and then going over some classwork things. Class meeting today is at 10:30. We're going to do brainstorming activity for Describe a Friend. And then we're also going to be doing a little direct draw for a Mother's Day card you might want to use for your mom because Mother's Day is on Sunday. Math today, we're doing a review of line plots in the number corner book. If you want to wait to do this until after our class meeting, I'm also going to be doing page 86 in our class meeting, creating the line plot that will give you the information to do for page 87. So you might want to hold off on that until after the class meeting today. We have a review Google quiz and then a couple of vocabulary. One is on multi-digit multiplication and the other is on division strategies. So I'm going to go into Google Classroom, and if I'm looking for math here, here's the Describe a Friend. So I'm going to open up this document, and it's going to make a copy. It should make a copy for you. So it's going to make a copy for you, and then you're just going to write right next to that person. You'll put your name, and then you'll write your adjective right next to it, each person in our class, and it's supposed to make a copy of it for you. So I'll make sure that it does that. Then Math Number Corner book, you're going to go into Cami again. Remember when you open this up, you have to open with Cami. So this page right here, I'm going to be drawing a line plot in the class meeting today that you can follow along and draw with me so that you'll have that information for the next page, which is right here, analyzing your line plot. So again, looking at mode and median and what do we find in our data set is what we're going to be looking at for that. And then here's the math review quiz. And then these are the two vocabularies. So vocabulary, when you after you watch the video, there is a vocab quiz and there is also a vocab game that I've assigned in there. So those three things are what you would do in vocabulary. It shouldn't take you too long to do it. Um, and then once you get to finishing math, we've got language arts. Mr. Miller has a video here. If you watch this video, he's actually going to read to you the Newsella article. So you can listen to that, you can follow along with the text. If you watch this video first, it gives you a lot of hints on Newsella. Okay, so I'm going to go into Newsella by going up here to Clever, and then I'm going to open up Newsella. I have to go to Mrs. King's page, right here. Mrs. King's page is already there, Newsella. Okay, and then that article should show up for you. I'm going to go into the binder for me and get it. It's an actual article about a chef robot. So I'm going to open up on assignments, and I've given you feedback on your other assignments. All the writing, most of the writing assignments have been graded except the last two. So you can look at your feedback and grades for that. It's called Chef Bots Ready to Take Your Order. I was super happy to see on Friday that 22 people looked at the article. Now, once you look at the article, you also need to do the activities. So if I click on here, over here are the activities. So you read the article, it's at 860 Lexile. Read the article, I do the power words. Power words is vocabulary. I do the writing assignment, and then I do the quiz. So I can see how much time you spend on this. And I can see your results for the power words and then write in the quiz. Then I go back in and score the writing for you. This activity every day should take between 15 to 20 minutes of your language arts time. Okay? Shouldn't take an hour. It shouldn't take 2 minutes. Some of you are just opening it up, skimming the article, spending 2 minutes on it, and then only doing like the power words or the quiz. You're not going in and doing the writing. So you want to make sure that you're doing all three things and spending about 15 minutes on the language arts assignment. Okay? All right, that's Newsella. Grammar today, there's a fun little video about homophones, which is basically a word, two words that are spelled the same, sound the same, but mean different things. And then in Google Classroom, there is homophone task cards to do. So you're basically going to open up the Google form, and don't forget you have to submit it. So you write your name, and it says Bianca has to blank the bread and then let it rise before putting it in the oven. So there's three words that are need. You have to decide which word best fits into this sentence and the right spelling. Okay, it's kind of a spelling activity as well as recognizing the homophone. So that's the task cards. Language Arts Novel Study, we're reading Chapter 3 in The Midnight War of Mateo Martinez. That's in Sora. It's not a very long chapter. I think it's like 7 pages. And then you're going to answer 2 questions for that. We're going to be talking about the novel tomorrow in our small groups. So be prepared to have read all the way through Chapter 3. Tomorrow we're going to read a couple chapters. It's a really easy read. It's kind of funny. Mateo kind of does some funny things with his friend Ashlyn. So uh, you can kind of, you have to read it to find out what he does. But the way she writes is pretty funny. So I hope you're reading along with that. It's an entertaining book, not hard to read. So dive in there and get through chapter 3. All right, I am actually going to put this video on the daily work so that you can reference it, and I will also put it in the stream. I hope you guys have a fabulous Tuesday, and I will see you today at 10:30 for a meeting.